Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to share with you a piece of design work that I've been developing on my current project. And what this is a design for a bespoke, crafted typeface or some letterforms that I've been creating. Now, I'm currently working on a logo design project for a private training company based in the UK. And for this design, as part of the creative solution, I'm about to propose a lettermark logo where I have crafted the letterforms. Now, in my experience as a designer, I've done this a few times. I've created logos with bespoke custom letterforms or like a typeface. And what I like to do is when that happens, I like to see how the whole alphabet may look. So what I want to share with you today is what I did and how it looks, and just discuss why I did it and how I do it on other projects. And the takeaways here are that if you ever find yourself creating a logo design with custom type, or maybe you're just creating custom type for a poster design or whatever, there's some things we can think about, because I love type and I love looking at how type can come together with specific qualities that can be used in branding. Now, I'm currently working on a logo project, not a branding project. But sometimes when I do a logo and I do a typeface, if I find the time, I like to quickly test it and see what it looks like as an alphabet. And then I'll present that then as part of the logo design to the client to show that, it has legs, to show that their custom design has legs for further work, where they might want to incorporate it into their branding or creative campaigns or any pieces of design creative work that will give merit to the logo design and show it as a really nice big piece of crafted bespoke design for them. So let's take a look at the letterforms that I developed on this current project. Okay, so here I am in Illustrator, and here you can see the document which I used to develop my custom letterforms, and you can see them here on a series of artboards. Now, before I get into this and talk about these in a little bit more depth, I think it would be nice to quickly jump back a second and show why it is I'm actually doing these. So let's take a quick look at the logo design. So here is the current logo design that I have been designing over the last couple of days. And as you can see, we have three letters here, RTS. Now, for those of you that may not understand what this is a logo design for a private training company based in the UK. And if you haven't seen the other videos, the concept behind this logo was building space. Now, the company is really passionate about taking young people and helping them achieve their goals through education. And they offer a series of education courses and things like that. So it's really all about building. It's about building yourself and building your future. So I was inspired by that, and I wanted to create a logo which had a sense of building. So without going into too much detail, what you see here is a logo design, a lettermark logo. And what I've done is I've made the letters look as if they're crafted with various different parts. So you have stroke elements and solid shape elements. That's how far I took it. And as I was saying earlier, when I create bespoke letterforms like this, I like to see how they can expand further. So let's now jump back into my document. And here you can see where I have pushed it all a lot further and looked at how all the letterforms could work as a part of a complete alphabet, and even maybe some numbers. So let's take a look at this. So here you can see the full alphabet, and you can see it has a very distinct style. I've carried through that sort of look and feel from the letterforms and explored how each individual letter could work. Now, the idea here is that there's a solid element and a stroke element. But I did also look at how the logo would work as solid strokes as well. So right now I'm in the process of looking at how the logo can work as a stroke and also with blocks. So over here on the first page, you can see how I created the initial compositions using a grid, which I constructed to create the original three letters, the R, T, and S. So what I've done is I've taken this grid and I've duplicated it a whole bunch of times, and I've put in the letterforms, trying to be consistent with the stroke and block effect. So here you can see I've used color on the blocks and a darker shade on the strokes, and I feel like this has come out quite nice. And what I've used here is I've used blocks to really try and suggest the characters of the letterforms. Like, these are quite abstract as well, so they're not, this might not be a working typeface, but this might be a really nice display typeface where I can really blow it up, and it would be really nice with these shapes and strokes. So for those of you that might be thinking, well, this won't work as a normal typeface, well, I completely agree. And I wouldn't really go down the path of using this for a lot of text, like paragraph text. But what I would like to do is explore it as, say, like a hero, like a display typeface. And over here you can see where I've had a little go. One of the strap lines or one of the sentiments that I'd like to present to the client is build your future, to appeal to a young audience who are looking to start their careers, to pick a career and really invest in their futures. So, and this is what they can do at Riverside Training. So we got build your future, and here I've just looked at some really rough compositions of how the words could stack and things like that. And if I jump into another comp, here I'm looking at more of the color. Now, at this present time, I'm really liking this coral and purple color, and I think this is something I'm going to present to the client as like the master color. There's probably going to be a few colors, but I really like how this coral and purple and white is working together. So here you can see how I'd like to use the letterforms. So I'd like to use them as with normal text as well. So I picked out a typeface. You can see that in a previous video where I picked out a nice typeface. This is called Ina, and I thought this complemented it as well. So what I always try and find when I'm working with design like this is you've got to have balance and contrast. So with these letterforms are very visual and there's quite a lot going on in them. So what I've done to complement these is to use a nice clean, clear typeface that sits well with it, so they're not competing. The way I want to use these letterforms is, as you see here, big, bold, punchy, have nice impact, with a nice sense of dynamic building, and they feel really exciting, and they're quite dynamic. They work on a white background and they work on a solid background. As I scroll down here, you can see. So I really like how these letterforms have come together. I think they feel quite abstract, but not too abstract. I feel as if they are legible. And there's a real nice sense of creativity here. There's a really nice bespoke feel. There's a really nice unique quality to these. So I feel as if this ticks a lot of boxes and can be a vital part of a brand toolkit. So I'm really looking forward to taking these on and putting them in situ to see if they work and see how they look as part of a brand toolkit, to see how they work creatively. So those are the letterforms that I created on this current project after I created the letterforms for the lettermark. I'm really excited about this. I'm really happy. This is a sort of design that I love to do. I love crafting letterforms. Well, first of all, I love crafting logos, be that image-based or letter-based. And when I pursue letters, I love crafting letters and then seeing how they look across a big alphabet and then using them in context. I love it because it's so bespoke, it's so tailored, and it has so much meaning, and it's ownable for the client and for the design. So tell me, guys, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you think it works? Is there anything you would change? And tell me, has it inspired you? Does it make you think about how you would create your own letterforms? Do you design logos, guys? Tell me, do you like designing type? Do you like crafting type? And is this something that you would like to do as well? And if this is something you've done in the past, I'd love to hear your stories as well. So be sure to share your comments in the comment section, and I look forward to reading them and talking about them. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be jumping into day 6 of my logo design process. The previous video, we looked at how I picked colors and thought about color for my current logo. In the next video, we're now going to put them in situ, where I'm going to test the logo design and see how it looks in situ in a series of print, digital, and all that. So basically, I'm going to finalize the logo And then in day 7, I'm going to be building a presentation. So now it's time to put my design into in situ visuals. If you're interested to learn more about that, stick around, subscribe. There's going to be loads more videos like this where I share my design, my process, my thinking, and encourage you guys to talk about your design. And I hope that there's something that you can get out of these videos. So if you do, be sure to like and subscribe and stick around for more videos like this in future. So guys, I'll see you in the next video.